Right, so this book we're on about today, Antifragile, by that Nassim Taleb geezer. The world's happiest man. Looks like he's just been told his flight is cancelled indefinitely. Every photo. Exactly. Proper miserable sod. Hates anyone in a suit. But listen, you gotta give it to him, right? The core idea in this book is, it's actually pretty peng.
Yeah?
It really sticks with you.
Go on then. Break it down for the man on the street. No big words.
Simple, innit? He says, everything in the world fits into one of three boxes.
Okay.
First box, fragile. Think of a wine glass, or my mate Danny when his Wi-Fi goes down. One little shock and it's in a million pieces. Done. Useless.
Right.
Fragile. Got it. Like the entire supply chain the minute one bolt gets stuck in a canal. Perfect. That's fragile. Then you got the second box, robust.
Right.
This is stuff that can take a hit and stay the same. It's tough. Think of a brick. You can kick it, punch it, nothing. It just sits there, resists the shock. So it just endures. Sounds a bit boring, to be honest. Like being in a long-term relationship. It is boring, and that's his whole point. Everyone's out here banging on about being resilient and robust.
Yeah?
Taleb reckons that's a loser's game. The real goal, the top tier, is the third box, anti-fragile.
Okay, I'm listening. Sounds like a new protein shake. What does it do?
It's the stuff that gets stronger when it gets hit.
Mmm.
The stuff that loves chaos. His big example is the Hydra from the old Greek myths.
The big snake monster with all the heads.
That's the one. You run up, you chop one of its heads off, two grow back in its place. The attack literally makes it more powerful.
Right.
It feeds on damage. That's anti-fragile.
All right, I'm with you. Fragile breaks, robust stays the same, anti-fragile gets better. So what?
Yeah?
How is that not just some clever chat for a philosophy lecture?
Because this is where it gets real.
Okay.
He applies it to everything. Your health, your job, your money. And this is the bit for us, the barbell strategy.
A barbell? Like I'm supposed to be doing deadlifts while I'm trading?
Nah, bruv. Picture the shape of it. You've got heavy weights on the far ends and a skinny bar in the middle. He's saying that's how your life, especially your investments, should be structured.
How so?
Two extremes, no middle ground.
Okay, what are the extremes?
On one side, you put like 90% of your money into something dead safe.
Right.
So safe, it's boring. Cash under the mattress, government bonds, stuff that can't get wiped out in a crash. You're completely protected from a big, nasty shock. A black swan, he calls them.
Right, so your downside is covered. You can't get wiped out. What about the other end of the barbell, the other 10%?
With that 10%, you go absolutely feral.
Feral?
You take massive risks. Wow! You chuck it at bare speculative bets. 100 quid on some crypto coin named after a dog you've never heard of. $1,000 into your mate's mad business idea. Stuff that is almost guaranteed to go to zero,
Right.
but might just go 100x.
I see. So you've got extreme safety on one end and extreme risk on the other.
Yeah,
You've avoided all the medium risk crap in the middle.
you got it. Your maximum loss is totally capped.
Okay.
You can only ever lose that 10%, but your upside, your potential profit,
Yeah?
is basically unlimited. One of those mad little bets could come good and change your life.
Wow.
You are now anti-fragile. You are positioned to benefit from a crazy random world.
That actually makes a scary amount of sense, right? It's the complete opposite of every financial advisor in a cheap suit tells you. They're all pushing balanced portfolios and medium risk funds.
Of course they are. That's how they get their fees. Taleb has a name for them, fragilistas. They're the people creating all this risk in the system, but they're, insulated from it. When it all goes tits up, you're the one who's homeless, not them, which leads to his best idea, skin in the game.
Yeah, this bit was proper. Simple rule. Never ever take advice from someone who doesn't suffer the consequences if they're wrong.
Never. If some talking head on a finance channel is screaming, buy this stock, the only question you should have is, all right, mate, show me your portfolio. How much of your own cash is in it? If the answer is none, it can get to France. His words have no weight.
It's like your mate who gives you a dead cert tip for the 3:30 at Ascot but never puts a tenner on it himself. Utterly useless. You can't trust him. He's got no skin in the game. And that links to his other big idea, via negativa. Oh yeah? The negative way. Sounds like my ex. Probably. He says we're all obsessed with adding things to our lives to make them better. Yeah, we are. A new app, a new diet, a new life hack. He says true improvement, true wisdom comes from removing things. Give me an example. Okay, so for your health, the best thing you can do isn't to add some organic kale powder to your smoothie. Right. It's to stop eating processed junk food and sugar. For your mind, it's not about reading more breaking news. Okay. It's about deleting the news apps and ignoring the noise. Subtraction is where the power is.
So his master plan is be a miserable hermit who sits in a dark room with a pile of cash and a few crypto lottery tickets, talking to no one. You're not a million miles off, but he has a deep point. We make everything too complicated. We try and predict the future, which is impossible. All these economists and their fancy charts.
Yeah?
How many of them saw the 2008 crash coming?
Zero.
Not a single one. They were fragile. Their models were fragile. One shock they didn't expect, and the whole thing was knackered. They were turkeys. Turkeys? It's the other analogy, the turkey. He's fed by the farmer every single day for 1,000 days.
Right?
And then it's the third Thursday in November if you're in America, or the 25th of December here. End of the line.
Ah, right. The black swan he never saw coming. Don't be the turkey.
Don't be the turkey. Always remember that the worst thing that's ever happened to you is not the worst thing that can happen.
So, let's wrap it up. The book is a heavy read, let's be honest.
Oh yeah,
The bloke is arrogant. He repeats himself bare times. Proper arrogant. You get the feeling he'd be a nightmare to be stuck in a lift with. But the core concepts, they're solid gold. The triad, fragile, robust, anti-fragile. The barbell, skin in the game, via negativa. It's the toolkit. It properly changes how you look at risk, at the moves, at your job, everything. It really does. It makes you deeply suspicious of anything that's sold as safe or stable. Exactly. Stability is often just fragility waiting for a shock. The only real safety is being ready for the madness, being anti-fragile. Sorted. Alright, that's us for this one. If you're going to be a degen and dive into the crypto end of the barbell after listening to all this, you might as well get some decent fees. The link to the crypto exchange we use is in the description below. Don't say we don't look after you. Use the link. It helps us buy more of Taleb's miserable books. Laters. Now, here's a question we'd like you to think about. Take a proper hard look at your own life, your money, your job, your relationships. The serious one is, what's the most fragile part of it? What's the one thing that would shatter if it took an unexpected hit? And more importantly, what are you going to do about it?